The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down.
Do you ever think we'd see a day, Mike, where we just expect wide open running? That's where we are. These backs out of the backfield are such good receiving options. And you've got a guy that open downfield, you've got to connect.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
In formation for the Lions.
That's going to be fielded back at the 5. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Love to throw to get started. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. 3rd down coming up.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and all falls incomplete. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Mike, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. First and 10. Goff to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Williams in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, Goff. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on... Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Goff to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Williams in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Detroit. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Love. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Lions have got it. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite him right here.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4 is now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. 1 quarter in the books. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Goff going for it all. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The PAT, up and good. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. To a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Second down throw for Love. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw on first down. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on third and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. The Lions called their first timeout. Here's a second and 12. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on second down. Goff. Taking off.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is impossible. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
A tough spot here. Third and long. To throw is Goff. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On second down, Love. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will dive into the end zone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That is intercepted. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's Jacobs to the 5-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from 4 the field in Detroit in a moment. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Love. He's got it at the 3. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
They'll go for it. Love. To the end zone. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. It'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Off the play fake, here's Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. He's going to air this one out. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman. and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. We'll go play action with Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, wide open is Thomas. He's got it. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
It is 3rd and 10. Love to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Packers cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On first down, it's Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. He'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. An even 40 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. The extra point is up and through. And the Lions will extend this third-quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Love to throw on first and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything, but at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, it hasn't been even more.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs. On play action, Goff. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
On first down, it's Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and After that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
A second down throw for Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, it's Love. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And no chance to return this one. End zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Love. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes planned up. There's nowhere to go with the ball. And next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very...
And he will get into the end zone. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Green Bay. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers are able to cut into the deficit.
Packers 24.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Now a give to Gibbs, running right. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Second and a yard. Back to throw. That's over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. And he will score again. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game. And number 14 for the year. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and through. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First and 10. To throw is Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Back to throw is Love. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Love to throw it on first down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Love. Thrown left side. The catch is made.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Throwing is Love. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Love. Now he'll run it. And it'll be a gain here down to the 12-yard line.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the...